Hello and welcome to this Studio Brutal video. Here I'm going to show you how to make this pad sound that you can hear in the background. I'm going to delete everything and then start from scratch so you can see absolutely everything I do to achieve this and all the effects and everything I do. And then you can use it as a starting point for your own pads. So yeah, let's get into it. Right, I'm going to delete everything and we'll start from there. So yeah, first of all I'm just going to add in Wavetable, which is really good for pads because it has unison. So this is the basic sound, that's just a sine wave. This is the MIDI I'm playing, just a D and then like a sort of fifth after an A, just to show off the pad. Play what you want. So yeah, they're just one note. We're going to need a chord, but I'm starting off with one note because I'm going to do the chord with MIDI. So I'm going to add a chord unit in here and I'm going to make it so it plays 0, 3 and 7, and that's like pressing a minor key on your keyboard. So whatever one of these notes you play is like you're actually playing 3 notes. It's like you're playing that. That's playing loads because it's got the MIDI on. But yeah, so it's just going to play these chords automatically. So yeah, Wavetable is really good for this, like I said, because it has unison. So I'm going to put the unison on now. You want shimmer is good. They're all good really. You can hear that. It's just immediately, it's just on the basic sine wave, it sounds good. Might turn that down. Just play around there, and you can play it once you do like tweak some more parameters. You can come back there and change it because you will need to keep tweaking stuff. But yeah, that'll do for now. I'm going to put all 3 oscillators on, including the sub. I mean, that sounds quite good as it is, but we're going to do a lot more to it. So yeah, so what I've set up: minor chord, Wavetable, 3 oscillators on, unison, shimmer, and then I'm going to put these on. I quite like the classic. I'm going to put this oscillator on as well. The classic ones are quite good. I'm going to detune these oscillators, so I'm going to make them. You can hear the effect if I put 1 up 10. If I do it loads, you'll hear the effect. That's probably too much. I'm going to probably do 10. I mean, we can change it later, but I'm going to do 10 up and 10 down. So 1 is minus 10 and 1 is plus 10. And then I'm going to probably turn these up a bit. The more you turn them up, the more you scroll through the wavetable away from sine wave, the more harmonics you get, basically. With the saw wave being really nice, but I'm probably going to put it here, and then I'm going to modulate these later on so you get movement. I'm going to add some harmonics here as well, probably just a bit, and then I'm going to modulate that so it gets more intense. It's quite a nice sound. I'm going to do it on this one as well. Okay, cool. That's quite a cool basic sound, and then we're going to make stuff move. With a pad, you want like long tacks and long evolving LFOs and stuff. So I'm going to make a long envelope here, like a long attack, and use this one to modulate some stuff, especially the filter. So I'm going to put filter on, drop the filter down, and then so now we've got some movement. So for every note, you've got some movement. I'm going to put this filter on but doing nothing. The second filter, so it's like a high pass. I've turned it right down, so it's not doing any filtering, but I'm going to use it for distortion. Yeah, that's fine. Sorry if that's too loud. I'm just showing the effects of it. And then I'm just going to turn it down so it's just a subtle distortion. I'm going to add more filters later on, anyway, bandpass and stuff. But that'll do for now. So yeah, now I want to make more stuff move. So I want to sort of start taking these things and adding them to envelopes and LFOs. I'm probably going to modulate this sync with the same envelope as the filter. See it move subtly here. I might make a slow LFO, so I'm going to turn this LFO to like 2 bars or something. This one as well, I'll do these as well. You can hear that and see it moving. Once you've got the modulation going, you can go back and tweak these settings. I'm going to give this an attack, this LFO, so it kicks in slowly. You can see, so you've got now got like all this movement. I'm going to add more movement as well later on with chorus flanger and some echo and stuff, but yeah, I think that'll do for now. You could probably add a different one. I'd probably add a different speed envelope and move the oscillator, maybe the oscillator position. That one, yeah, with oscillator with envelope 2. So it's like moving at a different rate, but just a bit subtly. I probably can move this one as well. Do oscillator 2. Where's that one? Okay, cool. I mean, you can sit here and tweak this forever, but that'll do for now. I think it sounds quite good. So now I'm going to add effects. Pull up the effects. So I want chorus or flanger, or probably both. I'll do chorus for now, flanger later on. Down the thing. Chorus is like basically a guitar pedal type sound that thickens a guitar. What's that called? Yeah. Yeah, you can hear that. If I turn it up, I can make it extreme, but I just want a little bit of a subtle. And also if you put feedback on, you get like that effect. So I'm just going to do that, but really subtly, just to give it a little bit. You can also add a little bit of a pitch wobble if you want to use the vibrato mode. But like that lo-fi effect, I'm not going to do that on this one, but that's pretty good. So I'm putting it back to classic. Then what I like to do is add like a bandpass filter. It cuts the frequencies, so I'm going to make it cut less. I'll show you a trick I use for that in a minute. So it's basically cutting out too much. I'm going to put some frequencies back in a minute. See, I'm going to put LFO on this, but slower. That's quite cool. And yeah, like I said, I think it's cutting out too much. I like that effect, but so what I do is I right click on it, I group it. So now you've got a group, and then I just add in a new chain, and that chain has got nothing in it. So now I've got the auto filter and like the old signal, the dry signal back in. So I've got like a wet dry mix. So I can add some of so I still get that swirling sound, but it doesn't cut everything out. So I've got the filter and then nothing. So I've got wet dry mix on that. And then phase is really good. If you've got headphones on or you've got good speakers and sound between them, you hear this. If I turn the phase up, this is basically splitting this effect across the stereo field. So the swirling sound is different in each headphone, and it could get too loud this actually, so I'm just going to add a utility and turn it down. So yeah, then after this I'm probably going to add a echo, a ping pong delay, because that's going to make it even more stereo. Yeah, that's quite cool. Some feedback on that echo. So now you've got bandpass filter and an echo together, and then a wet dry going under them in that group. And yeah, that's quite cool, that ping pong. Yeah, and then I'm probably add a phaser to this. The phasers are quite good. You can overuse them, but just as a subtle one. so I'll put a phaser in here. I'll just put it on subtly a little bit. Remember that it's already not fully wet because it's in this group and there's a dry signal going under it. I'll rename that as dry. So now we've got this sort of swirling background like filter, the moving filter, ping pong echo, and a phaser to make it, and it's made it quite wide, and that is pretty much it really for like the effects, apart from obviously like I'm going to stick a big reverb on the end, which I'm just going to shape with these buttons. If you put it totally wet, you can hear it. Stick the chorus up on the reverb, and then I actually distort it a bit after the reverb, which I use drum bus for just a bit to sort of bring out all the effects. And yeah, I might just put another filter in because it's got a lot of high end in it. I'll put one in here. I don't know if you can see, sorry where I put that. Let's put the filter in before the reverb, and I'm going to put an LFO on that as well. You can hear that if I do it quite quick. I'm going to make it a different rate to the bandpass filter, so they move and like evolve differently. So yeah, that's it. I reckon that's it. You can go back and tweak absolutely everything, add in more effects, but that is basically it. You want a chord, something harmonically rich but not too thick, modulate it with slow LFOs and envelopes, then add some thickness with chorus, some swirling bandpass delays, bandpass filter with delays, which is phased, and ping pong, so you've got a lot of stereo width, some weird phaser action for more movement, and then some filter, some low pass filter movement, and reverb, followed by a bit of saturation and drive and crunch with drum bus. So yeah, that's it. That is how I build a pad. Obviously you could add a lot more effects in the chain, and especially at this LFO section, you can add in more layers here with different filters and different delays, so you get like these more big swirling movement and like layers of swirling movement, if you know what I mean. But yeah, that's it. I think that's quite a cool sound. And yeah, obviously, like if you go in here and change the wave table and the unison amount, the unison can make a big change. If I whack that up now. So yeah, that's it. That's it from me. I will link to, I'll probably make this into a rack actually, and I'll link to it below in the comments. So yeah, go and get that. It'll be totally free. And yeah, please, while you're there, like and subscribe. And yeah, that's it from me. Hope you found this useful. Have a good day and good luck with your music making. Take care. Goodbye.